Hi, my name is Andreas and I will show you how to use our CODEO IDE. Let's start.
Welcome to A Cup of CODEO, your 5-minute tutorial.
We start in the CODEO main perspective. I have an ELinOS application prepared. This little program creates 2 threads, each printing a message to the console. An ELinOS QEMU-based target system is already prepared in the Simulation Target Systems view. I want to debug this project now in CODEO. At the first step, we create the ELinOS debug configuration. That's the project, the program, and the target. CODEO will now upload the application and launch the debugger on the target. The program will automatically wait, so I can set my breakpoints and continue the execution. This application has 2 threads, so it's important to know that the debugger will continue the entire application with all its threads once I click on Continue in the CODEO user interface. We can see this because both threads will print a message into the console. Once a breakpoint is hit, the application will stop and I can choose the thread I want to work with from the tree view. Let's say we don't want to have this behavior, but instead we want to just let the thread continue where we currently focus on. In this case, we have to tell the debugger to use the scheduler locking. Scheduler locking is a setting we can enable in the debug console. The exact command is set scheduler locking on. Now I can select the thread function that has the breakpoint set and continue. As we can see, only this thread will print the message from now on, but the other will remain paused. As a last step, I want to make this setting permanent so that it's automatically used when I restart the debugger. Therefore, I will use a gdbinit file and enter the following content. First, we have to create a new file. The content of the file is target remote and the port where I want to connect to. Of course, I can also enter the IP address or the host name. If I leave it blank, it's localhost, but just for completeness we use localhost here as well. Set scheduler locking on, like we did in the console. And now there's an important another step for CODEO, which is disconnect. Disconnect is required because CODEO wants to manage the connection on its own. It would fail to connect because the target is already connected. Once I'm done, I can go back to the configuration and set up the configuration file accordingly. Therefore, I have to uncheck the Do Not Execute command from gdbinit file. Once I'm done, I'm able to select the file and then I can start the debugging again. If I let it continue, it will hold on my breakpoint that I have set before. And on each time continuing, we can see that the output is coming only from this single thread, while the other thread, the moon thread, is not printing to the console. And that's it. Thank you for watching. See you next time. You can try out our CODEO IDE together with a free ELinOS test version. Go to our website and start your experience.